true crime, and I just basically pay attention to the news, and I read news from all over the country and all over the world. So I bring things to you before they happen. Who knew Meghan Markle was a cunt? I did years ago. I knew it was a joke. When I was saying people were celebrating it, I was going, wait, watch what happens here. I'm following this news out of Gilbert, Arizona, where this gang of children, this marauding group of white, privileged, and I mean, you know, Arizona privileged. They have these big houses that look like Olive Gardens or macaroni grills. You know, I mean, the kid who's accused of doing this, I think his parents own an Orange Theory gym. So you comb the Reddits. What are you, they going to sue me for that?
Well, they don't know.
You know what kind of lawyers I have? You know what kind of lawyers I have? Like Beverly Hills attorneys. I have New York City attorneys, buddy. What are you, nuts? So I'm not saying anybody's name, by the way, because I'm not doing that. My point is that on the Reddits, they talk about this family like they're the Kennedys. They own a gym. They own a martial arts gym. But this is Arizona. Everyone there, a lot of them, they're all so desperate. They live in litter boxes in hell. And it's sand traps in hell they live in. So the family that owns the kickboxing gym is like the Bush family to these people who live in hell. No offense. Am I offending anyone? You live in hell and have nothing. So to anyone that has anything, these people are impressed. These houses are all made of the finishes that people that I know, we use them like the outdoor fireplace. And then these people put it on the whole house. I'm going to get really distracted here, and this whole thing's going to be about masonry, and that's not what I want it to be about. First of all, none of this is going at anyone who lives in Scottsdale. I have several friends in Scottsdale and Paradise Valley. The Great Phoenician, a lot of respect, a lot of people there. What am I saying? There's a group of kids killing people in the street, I think. They're called the Gilbert Goons. They're a small group of people, and they run around and they brutally attack kids. They bash their heads in, and their teeth are flying everywhere, and they're doing it in and out parking lots and everything. And a lot of these kids are rich by the standards of Arizona. By the standards of Arizona. By the standards of Gilbert, Arizona, not Scott, you know. So they're connected, but then there's the Mormons who are involved. Now, I don't know much about the Mormons. I really don't. I don't know anything about the Mormons. Other than, again, please don't be mad at me. It's a very stupid religion. As the world religions go, it's very, very dumb. The premise of Mormonism is that God dictated the real deal to an illiterate guy who is also a drunk named Joseph Smith. And then that's the whole point here. Whatever and now, by the way, if it helps you live a good life, hey, if it helps you live a good life, if it helps you not kill and fornicate and whatever, if it is what you need, do it. That's the way I feel about everything. Now, as I get older, it's what you need. As long as what you need doesn't make me infringe on my right to be a person that doesn't agree with your thing. That's why I'm a little skeptical of the hordes of people coming over from the Middle Eastern countries, because they seem serious about the religion, very serious. So the Mormon thing, my cousin's husband is excommunicated from Mormonism because he, as any reasonably intelligent 17-year-old, he sat down one day and went, this is retarded. This is not it. Now, Mormons, I guess, are kind of gangsters. I didn't know this, but they're kind of gangsters. The Marriott family, they own all the hotels in all of the world. They're a big Mormon fan. I didn't know anything about this Latter-day Saints. I just knew Mitt Romney was a Mormon. And again, don't be offended if you're a Mormon and you like this show. Good for you. But it seems silly. Objectively. It seems like an objectively silly religion. A lot of these religions are just created to siphon money from people, control them, whatever. We all know this, whatever. Now the Mormons don't talk to the cops. They protect their own. It's insular. This is what I've learned on Reddit threads and reading about the more. I don't know these things. People tell me. My cousin's husband tells me about these things. So in this town where people are apparently incredibly privileged because they own the Poke Bowl spot. Their kids are like athletes, and they're doing very well, and they're just going around this valley. What is it called? This place?
Gilbert.
No, but the East Valley.
Oh, yeah, East Valley.
Who are they? So they're going around this valley, the East Valley, and they're attacking kids randomly, and everybody in the community is going, stop killing my children in the community now. And they just ran that article at Gilbert, Arizona, one of the best places to live.
Yeah.
And these kids are going around beating people up, and the cops are doing nothing. The cops are like not arresting these Mormon rich kids. This also happened in Gilbert, Arizona years ago. It was a gang called the Devil Dogs. Some white supremacist gang probably was, that maybe worked with Sammy the Bull Gravano selling ecstasy, I think, unless I'm mixing that up, but I'm not. It's the Devil Dogs. They were a gang in Gilbert, and I think they were working with Gravano because Gravano moved to Arizona. He was selling ecstasy, whatever. So there's something weird in the town, and the town has the big temple, the LDS temple, right? Very interesting. So they kind of protect their own. So these kids are running around attacking people, and nothing is happening. Nobody's getting arrested. And you know, they're white, and they have money. What people in Gilbert, Arizona consider money. No offense. It's not One Hyde Park. You don't know what it is. Google it. Piggy. These kids are running around. They're all psychotic. They're sociopaths. They think they're gangsters are acting out rap songs. They have a rap song that I heard, which is not good. They're using drugs. They got guns in the videos, the brass knuckles. They have the gun out. They're in the Macaroni Grill style mansion in Arizona with the gun out. I'm a thug. I'm 17. I'm a Mormon thug in Arizona desert Macaroni Grill house. It's crazy, and it's a fascinating story. You can show that, right?
Yeah.
The kids with the guns, and they're in the house, So, this is interesting to me because the cops are doing nothing. And I know people there. I know, people there. I know everyone thinks it's Carrie Lake. It's not Carrie Lake. It's not. I know other people, but I know people in the state. And they're like, this is super weird that none of these kids have been arrested. Because here's the deal. They kill a kid. This is what I've left out. There's a Halloween party, and this kid, Preston Lord, this young kid, sadly gets murdered. He's attacked. They stomp his head out on the ground. I mean, this is really crazy stuff for the nicest town to live in America, right? And what's not to like? 110 degrees, fake lakes, tarantulas. You know what I mean? What's not to like?